exciting news to pass along as we are going to get a chance to see the Phoenix Suns young talent in action as NBA Summer League 2024 is fast approaching. The Phoenix Suns announcing their Summer League roster, and we're going to take a look at what this team has to offer and some players that you are going to want to keep an eye out for as they hit the courts in Las Vegas. We're going to break it all down for you guys right here on Suns Digest. My name is CJ Pierre. Thank you guys so much for joining this. We appreciate you guys. We're going to get into this NBA Phoenix Suns Summer League preview right now. We're going to give you some key players to keep an eye on and one that I think has a chance to really show out for the Phoenix Suns. Before we get into that, we noticed that about 84% of you guys who have been watching us from the get-go are, and that's great. We appreciate you, but you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. If you want to make sure you're keeping up to date with all of the latest Phoenix Suns news, rumors, updates, as we look forward to Summer League and into training camp as the Phoenix Suns get ready for next season, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing that we've got cooking for you guys. All right, let's get into it. The Phoenix Suns unveiling their Summer League roster for the 2024 NBA Summer League. Rounding out the team, it's got a lot of familiar faces in terms of the guys who have been drafted to the team. Ryan Dunn's on there, also Iguodala's on there, and as well as two-way player Jalen Bridges and some other names that some of you may recognize, some of you may not. But I wanted to keep a focus on the player that I feel like is going to really show out for the Suns in Summer League and possibly earn himself a spot in the rotation. And I am talking about the player to watch, and that is Ryan Dunn, the Suns' first round draft pick in the 2024 NBA draft. I think that he has a chance to really showcase his skills in a really outstanding opportunity for him. Ryan Dunn could fill a very important need for the Phoenix Suns heading into this upcoming season. Ryan Dunn is a two guard. He has really solid defensive skills. Not the greatest shooter out there, not necessarily the greatest offensive skill player, but in NBA Summer League, he could have a chance to really evolve his offensive game and really develop and show that he actually might be able to be a solid rotational piece for the Suns and potentially develop into an offensive threat. Let's quick take a look at what he did in college when he was with Virginia. His last season there, averaging 8 points per game, averaging 6.9 rebounds per game, less than one assist per game, but shooting 54% from the field. He's a 6'8 guard, long wingspan. He has a lot of size and a lot of athleticism that's going to be very helpful for the Suns over the course of this season. But in summer league, when he's going to be playing other players, other rookies, first year players for the most part, he's going to have an opportunity to really shine. I believe that the Suns coaching staff is really going to look to him as someone who is going to be a key player in what they do offensively as well as defensively over the course of summer league. Dunn's probably going to have to develop if the Suns want to succeed in summer league. He's going to have to become a two-way player. He's going to have to develop his shot a little bit, develop his offensive game, do more than just slash to the basket and attack the rim. He's going to have to possibly develop more of an outside shot, develop his ball handling, and he's going to have to do it in a quick time frame. But if he can, if he is able to show a lot of that improvement, a lot of that upside that the Phoenix Suns saw in him when they made the pick, they traded down from the number 22 spot and I pegged Ryan Dunn as the player that they wanted even then at pick 22 and drafted him later in the draft. Dunn has a chance to really solidify a place in the rotation that the Suns desperately need. They don't really have a lot of pure defensive stoppers. Their best perimeter defender on the team right now is Royce O'Neal. But that's just one guy. You have so many teams running these two guard lineups, 2 point guard lineups. You need another person who can defend on the ball at the point of attack on the perimeter. And Ryan Dunn is that guy. And if he's able to develop more of an offensive game and show himself to be more of a reliable force on the offensive side of the ball, he has a chance to earn a spot in the rotation and possibly see himself averaging somewhere between, I would say, maybe 15 to 20 minutes per game. So, player to watch over the course of this summer league, no doubt about it. In my opinion, it is Ryan Dunn. Now, he's not the only person that does on the Sun Summer League team that I want to take a look at. There are other players to keep an eye on, and I've got three in mind specifically. The other name, I did mention him already. The other Suns rookie, that is Oso Ighodaro. He was selected in the second round by the Portland Trailblazers, but then eventually traded to the Phoenix Suns. Oso, it's listed as a forward, 6'9", but he's probably going to see a little bit of time in the middle at the center position and develop more there. Chandler, Arizona kid, some people around the area are rooting for him, hoping that he will do well. He actually might have some fans seeing him play out in Las Vegas. Take a look at his college stats with Marquette last season, averaging 13 points per game and about 7 rebounds per game, also averaging 2.9 assists. Oso Ighodaro is another one of those players who I think can be a Swiss Army knife for the Suns. He's probably going to be another big focal point. Look to see him posting up in certain position in certain situations. Also, maybe having the ball at the top of the key while the offense is moving around him. He's a decent passer, and if he's able to develop more of his game, he actually might crack some rotational minutes in the front court for the Phoenix Suns. So he's actually someone else that can use summer league as a catapult to finding himself some playing time in the NBA once you know the Olympics are over. The Phoenix Suns, again, a team with some older players, some veteran presence. There's going to be opportunities, time to play. Kevin Durant's not going to play all 82 games. Devin Booker's not going to play all 82 games. Now, hopefully, they won't. It won't be because of major injury, but there are going to be rest days, and the Suns are going to need a lot of these guys to step up. Oso is one of those players who, given the opportunity, has a chance to shine. And I think Summer League is the perfect showcase for him. Next guy I wanted to talk about, and someone who I really wanted to spotlight, Jalen Bridges. Now, he's one of the two-way guys that the Suns have, undrafted out of Baylor. I think Jalen Bridges has a true opportunity to really show out and become a very key cog in the Suns' Summer League offense. Excuse me. I think that Bridges, who as a forward is really a proficient player, really active on the offensive and really active on defense. I think he has an opportunity to really show out and be a one of the leaders, particularly on this summer league team. He probably won't end up making the Suns roster in any real capacity. Again, he's on that two-way contract. But if he is able to show out in summer league and then have a solid training camp, does well, he'll probably spend a lot of time in the G League and does well there. He may find himself with an opportunity to earn himself a spot on the roster next season. I think Jalen Bridges is one of the key Suns, I want to say prospects that's on the roster right now, and I think he will have a big summer league as well. I think the Suns are really looking to be a really solid team in summer league. I expect them to win some games. The last player I want to talk about is David Roddy. Now he is one of the few guys who is currently contracted on the team with the Phoenix Suns that will be going to Summer League. That's not a rookie. David Roddy, last season, averaged 6.5 points per game, 3.2 rebounds per game. That after they acquired him from the Memphis Grizzlies, Roddy's kind of a more heftier forward, 6'4". He shoots well from, the field in the interior, but he's more of a grinder, really bangs in the paint, and he is solid on defense. He's another one of these prospects who has an offensive game. He just hasn't really put it all together. He is potentially going to start on this summer league team. I don't know how vital of a key figure he'll be in the offense, but in terms of his activity on the court, who he's going to be matched up against, I think he has an opportunity to really take some steps forward in his game and really show new head coach Mike Budenholzer that he deserves a spot in the rotation. Now, the rotation is almost kind of set in stone, particularly when you look at guys in the front court. You have Kevin Durant, Bol re-signed to a contract. You have Royce O'Neal, Yusuf Nurkic, obviously, and then you have Mason Plumlee. I don't necessarily know where Roddy's going to fit in, but if there's injuries, if there's guys that need to take time off, he could see himself spotting in, playing some minutes, and actually, showcasing himself. And he's able to take what he does in summer league if he has a good summer and bring that into training camp and into the season. He may be someone to watch out for. Another bit of news that I noticed that just wanted to point out, particularly with this roster here, is the absence of Alan Gillespie, the other two-way player that the Phoenix Suns did sign. Gillespie not on the summer league roster. Not really any news related to that. There was reports that he missed the last couple of seasons when he was with the Denver Nuggets because of injuries. The latest reporting is that Gillespie is healthy and he is healthy enough to be out there on the court. There were some videos circulating on social media of him shooting around. I don't necessarily know why he's not on this team. I think he could be a valuable piece to this team as a true point guard. But if the Suns felt, summer league's not necessarily something that he needs, or if they're really, just making sure they're, going slowly in terms of his injury rehab and his recovery, then that's something to know. But I just thought that was interesting, not seeing Gillespie on this roster. The NBA Summer League kicks off on July 13th on Saturday. The Suns play the Golden State Warriors, the Indiana Pacers, then they play the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Milwaukee Bucks Summer League teams. And then there will be a fifth game as well that will be determined. And then we'll see if they end up making the Summer League playoffs. Again, I believe just with these guys, with guys like Ryan Dunn having a chance to show out, with guys like Oso Ighodaro and Jalen Bridges, who I think could be the X factor for this Sun Summer League team. I think the Phoenix Suns are going to win some games in Las Vegas, and they could see themselves in the Summer League playoffs. And I think that that would be huge, especially for a team that is in win now mode, but really could be relying on some young players moving forward into the future. But that's just what I think. We want to know here from you guys. What do you think of this Suns Summer League roster? Let us know in the comment section below. We will update their progress over the course of Summer League, and we will keep you informed. We'll let you know if there are any updates, let you know if there are any guys that are flashing out that I didn't name in this video. But we will see as once Summer League gets going over the course of this weekend, and we'll see how the Suns do. That's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you joining me. We appreciate the support. If you want to make sure you're keeping up to date with all of the latest Suns news, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing that we're going to have for you guys. We're going to have more over the course of the next week as we continue to move forward into Summer League, into the off season, ahead of training camp, and updating what the Suns players are doing, Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, while they play for Team USA in the Olympics as well. Again, that's all I got for you guys today. Appreciate you joining me, and go Phoenix Suns.